In addition to picking a new moniker for the iPhone 14 Pro Max's replacement, Apple will include more unique advancements in the iPhone 15 Ultra than it did in this year's premium versions. For example, there will be 2 front-facing cameras and a Periscope Lens for much improved optical zoom. There is more, so join us today to discuss these. 2 selfie cameras. Per leaker Majin Buu's tweet, according to what is reported by my source, iPhone 15 Ultra will have 2 front cameras, USBC, and will start from 256 gigabytes. Apple will add more than 1 front-facing camera to the iPhone in addition to the array of sensors now there for Face ID. Supposedly, the 6.7-inch iPhone 15 Ultra would boast not 1 but 2 front-facing cameras.
Not 1. 2.
2?
The use of 2 selfie cameras raises the question of whether or not it is possible to expand the data collection depth or field of vision. There is more information to come on the camera development of the iPhone 15 Ultra, so keep watching. USB-C. We are certain that Apple is considering swapping the Lightning connection on the iPhone 15 models for a USB-C port in order to comply with forthcoming European regulations. Apple would need to install USB-C ports in iPhones sold in Europe to meet these standards. Therefore, the corporation has to either make a design adjustment that impacts the whole product line or produce special iPhones for the European market. However, Apple seems to have been aware of this rule even before it was enacted. In Mark Gurman's Power On newsletter, he noted that Apple has been preparing for this law. I think the company will even handily beat the due date with its most visible products. The iPhone 15 is essentially a lock to get USB-C in the fall of 2023, beating the mandate by a year. As per Main Chiku, Apple may include the USB 4.0/Thunderbolt 1.2 specification in the iPhone 15 Pro. If such were the case, the iPhone could transport data at rates of up to 40 GB per second via a cable, an increase of over 80 times from the current maximum speed of USB 2.0. For example, if you're a creative working with large ProRes video files, you'd really benefit from the increased speed that Thunderbolt provides. Display. Apple makes screen upgrades to the iPhone every year. For the iPhone 15 Ultra, LTPO OLED displays from LG and Samsung might be combined, with Samsung likely to place the majority of the orders as it has in the past. Features like always-on display and refresh rate change from 1 Hz to 120 Hz are likely to make a comeback.
Potentially very useful.
We haven't heard of any additional cutting-edge display technology or components being prepared for the iPhone 15 Ultra at this time. But if such news emerges in the future, our subscribers will be the first to know. In any case, there's more to cover, such as the specifications, so stick around for the rest of the video. Periscope Telephoto Lens. A Periscope Lens, which would provide far more optical zoom, will be included in the iPhone 15 Ultra in the next iteration. The gadget can fit inside an iPhone cover by folding a set of lenses into a vertical stack. Apple would be hitting the market with a more refined version of the Periscope Lens than Samsung and other smartphone makers, which have been using them for years. It might make possible magnification levels as low as 10x optical zoom or as high as 100x zoom, like that seen on certain smartphones. Specs. Since Apple has been introducing new A-series chips with each iPhone refresh, the A17 Bionic is a safe bet to power the iPhone 15 Ultra. The A17 chipset will definitely be more than enough in terms of performance. The Ultra's battery life is the most intriguing feature, and we may anticipate a 10 to 15% performance increase. If Apple's rumored 36-hour battery life in the Apple Watch Ultra is any indication, we may see an even larger capacity in the iPhone Ultra variant. The iPhone 14 Pro Max lasted a full 13 hours in our battery life tests, which is quite respectable.
That's just marvelous, isn't it?
If that's the case, and if longer battery life is what Apple has in mind when they label a gadget Ultra, then the premium version may exceed that expectation. It's possible that super fast charging will show up as a result of the shift to USB-C as well. Furthermore, Twitter leaker Majin Buu claims that the iPhone 15 Ultra's base storage capacity will be 256 gigabytes, which we mentioned earlier.
Wow, that's a lot.
Release date and price. Apple is expected to introduce the iPhone 15 Ultra and iPhone 15 Pro, along with the remainder of the iPhone 15 series on September 12, 2023. The release date for these next-generation iPhones is set for September 22, 2023. What makes us think this is true then? A new iPhone from Apple is typically announced on the second Tuesday of September and made available for purchase about 10 days later. We anticipate that the iPhone 15 Ultra will be priced at least $100 more than the iPhone 14 Pro Max did at launch, putting it in the $1,199 to $1,299 range. Now, the iPhone 14 Pro Max is old news despite how great it is. But the iPhone 15 Ultra is promising something better. What we didn't disclose to you guys in this video is that the design of the iPhone 15 Ultra has gotten a titanium teaser.
Good luck. It's tempered titanium and
which has the advantage of being more scratch resistant while still being lighter in weight. To know about that, click to watch our next video. Thanks for watching and see you there.